Hey team, how's it going? This is Eddie Gray. Welcome to the channel of Modern Creative, where we help you become a better producer. Today we're going to be looking at a helpful plugin for those of you that cannot for the life of you hear EQ frequency changes. You can count me in on that list because we need to get a better sound now. Now for some of us, listening to changes on a parametric EQ feels like getting an eye exam by your local ophthalmologist. Is this 4K or 5K? Is this boxy or woofy? I don't know. This is why I love plugins like Joe Chiccarelli by Leapwing Audio. They make the whole process easy. Leapwing Audio essentially took inventory of all of Chiccarelli's gear and took his hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of gear, condensed it to a simple to use and easy plugin. Too good to be true? I agree. I would rather have Chiccarelli's gear as well, but see as that is not going to happen at this minute, let's go ahead and continue on, shall we? There's one thing that we can all agree on as music producers. It's that we all have way too many options, too many plugins. Kind of like going to the Cheesecake Factory and having to look over a 2,000-page menu, and that's just to choose an appetizer. In the same way, we have way too many plugins in the marketplace. So how do you choose the right one? Well, here's my criteria as follows. Number one, I want tools that are going to give me the best results while having a very slight learning curve. In other words, it's not going to take me 100 years just to learn how to raise up the gain. And then number two, I want efficient tools as well. I'm talking about instantaneous results while having little to no learning curve. Joe Chiccarelli falls under the second. This is an incredibly efficient tool and it gives you results right away. So essentially you have different profiles, and within these different profiles, you have all of Chiccarelli's go-to decisions when it comes to his saturation, 1176 choices that he likes to make, so on and so forth. All things parallel compression, drive, saturation, EQ choices, and even touching the signal with reverb. And so it's done in a really subtle and classy way. So let me just go ahead and show you some of the curves here. So obviously you can either cut or boost when it comes to all EQ decisions. Now, why wouldn't you just do this yourself? Again, this is the experience of a man who has cut a bunch of records. So he has his formulas that may work for him. When it comes to this acoustic guitar profile, you get a bit more of a generic curve, as you can see here with the low cut. Here's the mid cut for acoustic guitars. So let me just show you the demo that we're working with here. I have this instantiated across, I don't know, 7, 10 tracks or something like that. So let me go ahead and bypass it. This is what we got to start. All right, let's put this back into the mix. This is what we get. So it really is quite incredible what could happen with just a single plugin across a couple of tracks. Really, the magic is with all of the choices that Chiccarelli likes. His particular drive units, the way he likes to push these units. I found that this plugin was particularly sensitive when it came to gain staging, but maybe that was just me. The drive unit is like analog console style drive. It sounds really amazing. And I think that's really what makes the biggest difference. These are things that we all do, maybe consciously, maybe unconsciously, but it's just so well done here. Take a listen to my overheads without Chiccarelli. And of course, it's common practice to really push and compress your overheads, and that's what I'm doing here on the right-hand side. Check it out. So the power angle here is going to be your 1176, and so lots of good stuff coming out here. You can hear a pretty massive difference. I did the same thing to my room. Check it out. Okay, soft bypass. Yeah, it's just non-existent, weak and thin. Let's put it back in. So this is really what I'm talking about, that it makes everything just easy and accessible. Let's go ahead and listen to both of these guitars at the same time. Okay, by bypass, we get this. It's gonna be almost impossible to get these tracks to really cut through a mix. But again, with Chiccarelli, anything is possible. I mean, this thing sounds really nice, sounds really clean. Let me go ahead and add just a little bit of the optical here, a little bit of drive, maybe take out some of the mids. Here we go. I haven't mentioned it already. Probably one of my favorite features is just the reverb and how it touches the signal. It almost sounds like the song or the track is like on a cloud or something. It's really soft. Not sure if they're using convolution reverb, but it works really well. Here's without it. Okay, let me blast that in. Okay, here is Sans Chiccarelli. So you can see that it sounds really pretty. It's just an incredible plugin. It's one of those plugins that's just gonna help you out when you need it. If you're underslept, or I don't know, maybe you're just feeling tired, you don't wanna think too much. I think this is one of those plugins that gets you across the finish line. So yeah, go ahead and check out Joe Chiccarelli. I think it sounds absolutely amazing. The fact that they have a bunch of profiles already there for you. All you have to do is decide what it is you like, what it is you don't like. And considering the fact that currently on special, go ahead and just let them know that Eddie Gray sent you. Maybe they can give you a courtesy discount as well. I understand that there's always different waves of momentum in life, but so long as you keep pushing, you will find what it is that you need to find. Keep having faith, keep pushing the envelope, and I will see you on the next one. All right, take good care.